The first sign that humanity wasn't alone came not with a bang, but with silence. On a quiet Tuesday morning, every satellite in Earth's orbit simultaneously went dark. Admiral James Harrison stood in the Pentagon's command center, watching as screen after screen displayed nothing but static. 25 years of military service hadn't prepared him for this moment. "Status report," he demanded, his voice cutting through the chaos of the command center. Captain Isabella Rodriguez, head of space surveillance, shook her head. "Sir, it's not just military satellites. Commercial, weather, communication. Everything's offline. But there's something else." She pulled up a thermal imaging scan from before the blackout. "We detected this just before losing contact." The image showed a massive heat signature, unlike anything ever recorded, hovering just beyond the moon's orbit. As the command center staff studied the image, the floor beneath them began to vibrate. The vibration grew stronger, and suddenly every electronic device in the room sparked to life, displaying the same message: humanity has been contained. The message was followed by a holographic projection that materialized in the center of the room. A being of crystalline structure, vaguely humanoid but clearly alien, appeared before them. "I am Nexus Prime, speaker for the Galactic Federation of Sovereign Species. Your civilization has been deemed too volatile for unrestricted development. This is not a negotiation." Admiral Harrison stepped forward, his face a mask of calm despite the extraordinary situation. "You'll find that humanity doesn't take well to being contained," he stated firmly. The crystalline being's response was cold and dismissive. "Your species has been under observation for centuries. Your violent tendencies, your rapid technological advancement, your uncontrolled expansion, all of these make you a threat to galactic stability. The Federation's decision is final." What the Federation didn't realize was that humanity had not been as blind to their presence as they believed. For decades, a secret organization called the Sentinel Initiative had been preparing for this very moment. Deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, in a facility shielded from all known forms of detection, Director Kira Patil activated humanity's countermeasure. Authorization code: Phoenix Rising. She spoke into a quantum-encrypted communicator. Across the globe, hidden installations hummed to life, activating technology reverse-engineered from crashed alien scouts that the public never knew about. In orbit, the Federation's containment field flickered as it encountered something unexpected: a network of quantum resonance generators that humanity had quietly positioned throughout the solar system. These devices, based on stolen alien tech, created a cascading disruption that shattered the containment field like glass. Nexus Prime's hologram stuttered, its crystalline form showing the first signs of concern. "Impossible. Your species shouldn't have this capability." Admiral Harrison allowed himself a small smile. "You made a critical mistake in your centuries of observation. You watched us fight among ourselves and assumed we were just violent. You never considered that each conflict pushed us to innovate, to adapt, to overcome. Every war, every crisis, every challenge has been a forge, making us stronger." The hologram's response was cut short as humanity's quantum network expanded, forcing the Federation's ships to retreat from their positions. In that moment, the balance of power shifted. The Federation had expected to contain a primitive species. Instead, they had awakened a giant that had been quietly preparing for this very moment. Director Patel's voice came through on a secure channel to the Pentagon. "Admiral, the Prometheus protocol is ready. All dormant defense systems are online." The Federation thought they were dealing with a pre-spacefaring civilization. They're about to learn that humanity has been playing a very long game. As Federation ships scrambled to regroup, humanity's hidden fleet emerged from underground bases and underwater installations, ships that combined Earth's innovation with reversed-engineered alien technology took to the skies. The Federation had wanted to contain humanity. Instead, they had triggered a response that would reshape the galaxy. Admiral Harrison watched as Earth's defense forces mobilized with practiced precision. "Send a message to all commands," he ordered. "Operation Bright Star is now active. The Federation wanted to see what humanity was capable of. Let's show them. Across the planet, humanity united with a speed that would have seemed impossible just hours before. Ancient rivalries were set aside as Earth's nations rallied against a common threat. The Federation had made a catastrophic error in judgment. They had given humanity a reason to stand together. As Earth's hidden fleet took up defensive positions, Director Patel's words echoed through secure channels worldwide. For generations, we prepared in secret, knowing this day would come. The Federation thought they were the hunters. They're about to learn they're the prey. The first battle for Earth's freedom was about to begin, and humanity was ready to show the galaxy why they should have been feared, not contained. The Federation's vast armada hung in space like a constellation of artificial stars, their ships dwarfing anything humanity had previously encountered. Yet aboard the Earth Defense Force flagship Defiance, Commander Rai Tanaka watched the enemy fleet with calculated confidence. The Federation was about to learn that size wasn't everything. Quantum signature analysis complete, announced Lieutenant Marcus O'Connor, his fingers dancing across holographic displays. Their shields operate on a predictable frequency pattern, just like our deep space probes suggested. Commander Tanaka nodded, her expression fierce. The Federation never realized that their routine patrol ships, which they'd sent to observe Earth over the centuries, had been carefully studied. Each time one of their scouts had ventured too close, humanity had gathered more data, more understanding of their technology. "Begin Operation Thunderstrike," she ordered. Across Earth's hidden fleet, crews moved with practiced precision. The ships themselves were smaller than the Federation's massive vessels, but they carried humanity's greatest advantage: adaptability. The Federation's command ship transmitted another ultimatum: your resistance is futile. Accept containment or face extinction. Commander Tanaka's response was to activate humanity's first surprise: quantum disruptors, reverse-engineered from Federation technology and enhanced by human innovation, powered up across the fleet. The devices created localized fields that forced Federation ships to operate in normal space, neutralizing their advanced faster-than-light capabilities. "They're trapped," Lieutenant O'Connor confirmed. "Their quantum drives are offline." The Federation fleet's formation wavered as their ships suddenly found themselves bound by the same laws of physics that humanity had learned to master. Their superior technology, designed to operate in higher dimensions, was now handicapped. Deep within the Rocky Mountain facility, Director Patel coordinated with the Orbital Defense Network. "Launch the Ravian swarms," she commanded. Across Earth, hidden silos opened, releasing clouds of autonomous combat drones. Unlike traditional military drones, these were powered by quantum processors and equipped with adaptive AI that could predict and counter Federation tactics. The Federation's response was predictable. They launched their own automated defenders. But these machines, despite their advanced technology, were programmed with rigid protocols. The Ravian swarms, in contrast, evolved their tactics in real time. Admiral Harrison's voice came through the command channel. "All ships, execute attack pattern Delta. Show them why humanity's greatest strength is our ability to improvise." The Earth fleet split into smaller, more agile groups, each implementing different tactics. Some ships launched electromagnetic pulse weapons that had been specifically calibrated to Federation shield frequencies. Others deployed quantum-entangled missiles that could phase through standard energy barriers. The Federation fleet, accustomed to fighting enemies who used similar technology and tactics to their own, struggled to adapt. Their massive ships, designed for overwhelming force, found themselves outmaneuvered by humanity's smaller, more agile vessels. "Sir," Lieutenant O'Connor called out, "Federation ships are attempting to regroup. They're falling back to their secondary defensive line." Commander Tanaka allowed herself a grim smile. "They still think this is a conventional battle. Signal the Artemis platforms." Hidden in the asteroid belt, dormant for decades, the Artemis platforms were humanity's masterpiece of military engineering. These automated weapon platforms combined Federation technology with human ingenuity in ways their creators had never imagined. As the Federation fleet retreated, the Artemis platforms activated. Gravitational weapons, refined from studies of Federation drive systems, created localized space-time distortions. Federation ships found their own mass being used against them, their huge size becoming a liability rather than an advantage. Multiple Federation vessels are reporting critical systems failure, O'Connor reported. Their command structure is breaking down. The Federation's response came swiftly, a massive energy surge from their flagship that threatened to overwhelm Earth's defenses. But humanity had planned for this too. Activate the quantum mirroring network, Commander Tanaka ordered. The technology, developed in secret by combining human theoretical physics with reversed engineered Federation tech, created a field that reflected energy attacks back at their source. The Federation flagship's attack backfired spectacularly, its own energy surge reflecting back and overloading its systems. The massive vessel's lights flickered and died, leaving it drifting in space. Director Patel's voice crackled through the command channel. Phase 1 complete. Their primary fleet is neutralized. Prepare for Phase 2. As the battle paused, Commander Tanaka broadcast a message to the remaining Federation ships. Your containment has failed, but this was just a demonstration. We could have destroyed your fleet, but we chose not to. Consider carefully what that means. The Federation's response was silence, but it was a silence filled with the weight of realization. They had not just failed to contain humanity. They had awakened a species that had spent generations preparing for this very moment. In the command center, Lieutenant O'Connor monitored the Federation fleet's movements. They're withdrawing, Commander. All ships are falling back to their rally points beyond lunar orbit. Commander Tanaka nodded. They'll be back. But next time, they'll come with a different approach. They know now that they can't simply overwhelm us with superior firepower. The battle was over, but the war was just beginning. Humanity had revealed only a fraction of its capabilities, and the Federation was about to learn that underestimating Earth had been their greatest mistake. The Federation's response to their initial defeat came 3 days later, and it wasn't what anyone expected. Instead of another military assault, they launched a different kind of attack, one that targeted Earth's greatest weakness, its dependence on technology. At first, it seemed like nothing more than random system failures. But Dr. Zahra Ibrahim, Earth's leading quantum computing expert, recognized the pattern immediately. From her position at the Global Defense Network's headquarters beneath Geneva, she watched as the Federation deployed an unprecedented cyber warfare campaign. They're not just trying to hack our systems, she explained to the assembled military leadership. They're attempting to rewrite the fundamental laws of quantum computing itself within our sphere of influence. Admiral Harrison's hologram flickered as he joined the emergency meeting. Can they do that? They're trying, Dr. Ibrahim responded, her fingers flying across multiple holographic interfaces. But they don't realize we've been preparing for this too. Initiate Protocol Labyrinth. Deep within the quantum substrates of Earth's defense networks, a trap centuries in the making began to unfold. Every attempted intrusion by the Federation's quantum AI was met with a maze of false paths and recursive loops, each one designed to trap and study their methods. In orbit, Commander Tanaka received the alert that the cyber battle had begun. All ships switched to isolated quantum cores. Let's show them another surprise. The Federation's attack suddenly hit a wall. Instead of the vulnerable network they expected to find, they encountered something unprecedented. A hybrid system that combined quantum computing with old-fashioned analog technology. It was messy, inefficient, and completely unpredictable. Exactly what humanity had learned to excel at. Director Patel's voice came through on a secure channel. Phase 3 is ready. Dr. Ibrahim, you have a green light. Dr. Ibrahim smiled as she activated humanity's counterattack. The quantum maze that had trapped the Federation's initial assault now became a weapon itself. Each false path contained a fragment of human code, designed to infiltrate and adapt to Federation systems. They thought our quantum technology was primitive, she explained as the attack unfolded. They never considered that we might have developed it differently, that we might have found paths they never explored because they seemed too inefficient. The Federation's response was immediate and devastating, or it would have been if they had been fighting the enemy they thought they were. Instead, their sophisticated attacks encountered a defense system that seemed to break every rule of advanced computing. Lieutenant O'Connor's voice crackled through the command network. Multiple Federation vessels are reporting system failures. Their quantum networks are collapsing. In the Geneva facility, Dr. Ibrahim watched as her years of work paid off. They built their systems on perfect quantum states, she explained. We built ours to thrive in chaos. Every time they try to impose order, we introduce more uncertainty. It's like trying to play chess against someone who keeps changing the rules. The Federation's mighty fleet, capable of destroying worlds, found itself paralyzed by an enemy that refused to fight according to any recognizable doctrine. Ships that could traverse galaxies were being undone by code that mixed quantum algorithms with programming principles from the early days of computing. Send the message, Admiral Harrison ordered. Across every frequency, in every format the Federation could receive, humanity broadcasted its response. You sought to contain us because you feared what you didn't understand. You thought our chaotic nature was a weakness. Now you see it's our greatest strength. The Federation's command ship, its quantum systems in disarray, managed to transmit a response. What are you? Commander Tanaka took the honor of replying. We are human. We are the species that thrives on chaos, that turns disadvantages into strengths. You tried to impose order on us without realizing that our disorder is what makes us unbeatable. The battle shifted as Federation ships, their perfect quantum systems compromised, began to retreat. But humanity wasn't finished. Dr. Ibrahim activated the final phase of her attack, a quantum virus that would ensure the Federation remembered this lesson. Their entire network will carry traces of human code now, she explained. Not enough to control them, but enough to remind them that we can't be contained by their rules. As the Federation fleet withdrew for the second time, humanity had proven something crucial. Their technological advancement wasn't just about copying alien technology. They had taken those principles and transformed them into something new, something unpredictable. Director Patil assembled the global leadership for an emergency meeting. The Federation will return, she warned, but they'll come with a different approach. They've learned that they can't beat us with technology alone. Admiral Harrison nodded. Let them come. Each attack teaches us more about them, while they keep underestimating us. Humanity didn't just prepare for war, we prepared to evolve through it. The stars seemed a little brighter that night as humanity looked up at the sky, not with fear of what lay beyond, but with the confidence of knowing they had proven themselves equal to any challenge the galaxy could present. The Federation had tried to impose their order on Earth, only to find that chaos could be the greatest weapon of all. The fourth confrontation with the Federation came not through force or technology, but through an unexpected channel. Ambassador Diane Wei stood before the hastily assembled Earth Defense Council, her expression grave as she delivered unprecedented news. We've received a transmission from the Arcturus Collective, she announced. They're a faction within the Federation that wants to open diplomatic channels with Earth. The council chamber erupted in murmurs. The Arcturus Collective was known to be one of the Federation's founding species, their influence stretching across thousands of star systems. Their interest in diplomacy represented a major shift in the galactic political landscape. Director Patel's hologram flickered as she joined the discussion. This could be a trap. The Federation has already tried military force and technological warfare. Diplomacy might be their next attempt to contain us. Perhaps, Ambassador Wei agreed. But it's also an opportunity. Our response to their attacks hasn't just demonstrated our military capabilities. It's shown them something they've never seen before. A species that can adapt and innovate faster than any in known space. Admiral Harrison's hologram materialized next to Patel's. The ambassador has a point. Every attempt to contain us has revealed more of humanity's potential. Some in the Federation must be questioning their initial judgment of our species. The transmission from the Arcturus Collective played again in the center of the chamber. Their representative, a being of pure energy contained within a crystalline matrix, spoke with what seemed like genuine curiosity. Humanity has proven to be unexpected. We wish to understand. Perhaps containment was an error born of fear rather than wisdom. Commander Tanaka, attending via quantum link from the Defiance, offered her tactical assessment. Their fleet movements support this overture. Federation ships have pulled back to their outer defense perimeter. They're giving us space, literally and figuratively. Dr. Ibrahim's analysis followed. The quantum virus we deployed did more than disrupt their systems. It showed them how we think, how we solve problems. They're beginning to realize that our primitive approaches have value they never considered. Ambassador Wei stepped forward. I propose we accept their diplomatic overture, but on our terms. We meet on neutral ground, with full military escort, and we show them something they've never expected from a primitive species: mercy. The council chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. Humanity had proven it could fight, but now they had a chance to prove something equally important: that they could lead. Set up the meeting, Admiral Harrison decided. But we go in prepared for anything. The neutral meeting ground was established on Europa, Jupiter's ice-covered moon. As Federation diplomatic ships approached, humanity's defense fleet maintained a careful watch. But this time, they displayed their power differently, through precision and discipline rather than overwhelming force. Ambassador Wei led the Earth delegation into the specially constructed meeting facility. The Federation representatives, including the energy being from the Arcturus Collective, seemed almost hesitant, a stark contrast to their earlier arrogance. We have studied your responses to our attempts at containment, the Arcturian began. You have shown capabilities we believed impossible for a species of your development stage. But more importantly, you have shown restraint. You could have destroyed our ships, yet you chose to disable them instead. Wei smiled diplomatically. Humanity has learned through its own history that victory doesn't always mean destruction. Sometimes, the greatest victory is turning an enemy into an ally. The Arcturian's energy form flickered in what seemed like surprise. This is unexpected. Our protocols for dealing with emerging species have always focused on containment or control. The concept of collaboration with a younger race is unprecedented. That's humanity's specialty. Wei responded. We specialize in the unprecedented. Every time you've tried to contain us, we've shown you a new way of thinking, a new way of solving problems. Perhaps it's time for the Federation to consider that new perspectives might strengthen rather than threaten galactic stability. As the diplomatic discussions continued, Earth's military remained vigilant. Commander Tanaka's fleet maintained their defensive positions, a reminder that humanity's extended hand of peace was backed by proven strength. Director Patel monitored the proceedings from Earth, her quantum networks scanning for any sign of deception. But what they found instead was genuine interest from various Federation species. The Arcturians weren't alone in their curiosity about humanity's potential. They're beginning to understand, Dr. Ibrahim observed, analyzing the quantum communications between Federation ships. They see now that our chaotic nature, our ability to think differently, might be exactly what the galaxy needs. The diplomatic session extended for hours as humanity presented its case, not for mere survival or independence, but for a new kind of relationship between species. They showed the Federation records of Earth's history, how conflict and cooperation had driven innovation, how diversity of thought had led to unprecedented breakthroughs. As the meeting concluded, the Arcturian made an announcement that would change the course of galactic history. We propose a revision to Federation policy. Humanity has demonstrated that our traditional metrics for evaluating species development may be fundamentally flawed. We recommend immediate cessation of all containment efforts and the establishment of a new framework for interspecies relations. Ambassador Wei's response was measured but firm. We accept, on the condition that Earth maintains its independence and has a voice in shaping this new framework. We've proven we can't be contained. Now let us prove we can contribute to a better galaxy for all species. The Federation's response would shake the future of human-alien relations, but regardless of their decision, one thing was clear. Humanity had earned its place among the stars not just through force of arms, but through the power of innovation, adaptation, and the wisdom to know when to fight and when to extend a hand in peace. 1 year after the historic Europa Conference, the Grand Chamber of the newly established Galactic Concordat buzzed with activity. Representatives from 1,000 worlds gathered to witness something unprecedented. The first session of a truly cooperative galactic governing body, one where humanity held a central role not despite their young age, but because of it. Ambassador Wei stood at the podium, her presence commanding respect from species far older than humanity. Behind her, a holographic display showed Earth's rapidly expanding influence across the stars, not through conquest or domination, but through innovation and collaboration. A year ago, we faced containment, she began. Today, we help guide the future of galactic civilization, not because we were strongest, but because we showed the galaxy a new way forward. The changes across known space had been dramatic. The rigid hierarchy of the old Federation had given way to a more dynamic system, one that valued innovation and adaptability over age and tradition. Humanity's approach to problem-solving had sparked a renaissance of technological and social development across multiple species. Commander Tanaka, now Fleet Admiral, watched from her position aboard the new Earth Federation Joint Command Vessel Unity. The ship itself was a testament to the new era, a hybrid of human ingenuity and Federation technology that outperformed anything either civilization had created alone. Message from the Arcturus research team. Lieutenant O'Connor, now her XO, reported. The Joint Quantum Computing Project has achieved another breakthrough. They're calling it a revolution in cross-species communication. Dr. Ibrahim's work had become legendary across the galaxy. Her hybrid quantum systems, once considered primitive by Federation standards, had opened up entirely new fields of study. The chaos inherent in human thinking, she had explained to a conference of alien scientists, isn't a flaw. It's a feature that allows us to see patterns others miss. Director Patel, who now headed the Concordat Security Council, had overseen the integration of human and alien defense systems. The resulting network was stronger not because it was more advanced, but because it was more diverse, combining multiple approaches to create something truly unique. Security report, she announced to the chamber. The first Joint Human Federation patrol fleet has successfully prevented 3 attempts at illegal expansion by rogue elements. Not through force, but through the application of human diplomatic tactics combined with Federation peacekeeping protocols. Admiral Harrison, watching from Earth via quantum link, couldn't help but smile. The defense strategies he had helped develop, born from centuries of human conflict, were now being studied and adapted by species across the galaxy. The Federation's military doctrine, once rigid and unchanging, had evolved to incorporate human flexibility and innovation. The Arcturian representative, their energy form now housed in a more expressive crystalline matrix, addressed the chamber. We once sought to contain humanity because we feared their chaos would destabilize the galaxy. We now understand that this chaos, this creativity and adaptability, was exactly what our civilization needed to evolve. Across the galaxy, the impact of human influence could be seen everywhere. Federation ships now incorporated human-inspired redundancy systems and creative problem-solving AI. Human entertainment and art had sparked a cultural revolution among species that had been stagnant for millennia. Even the way different civilizations approached problems had changed, with many adopting humanity's think-outside-the-box mentality. But our greatest contribution, Ambassador Wei continued, wasn't our technology or our military strategies. It was our demonstration that strength comes in many forms, and that true power lies not in the ability to contain and control, but in the wisdom to collaborate and grow. The chamber erupted in agreement, a cacophony of sounds from 1,000 different species united in purpose. The old Federation's fear of chaos had given way to an appreciation for controlled dynamism, guided by human experience, but enriched by alien wisdom. Director Patel's final report to the chamber summed up the transformation. We have created something unprecedented, a galactic civilization that values both stability and innovation, tradition and progress, unity and diversity. The very qualities that the Federation once feared in humanity have become the foundation of a stronger, more resilient galactic society. As the session concluded, Ambassador Wei made one final observation that would be recorded in the annals of galactic history. The Federation sought to contain humanity because they didn't understand us. In trying to break free, we didn't just prove our worth, we showed the galaxy a better way forward. We turned our greatest perceived weakness into the galaxy's greatest strength. The stars seemed different now to those who looked up from Earth, not distant points of light representing unknown threats, but beacons of opportunity in a galaxy that had learned to embrace change. Humanity had not just survived their trial by fire. They had transformed it into an opportunity to forge a new kind of galactic civilization, one that would continue to evolve and grow stronger through the very qualities that had once made them seem so dangerous. In the end, the species that the galaxy had feared as too chaotic, too unpredictable, had become the architects of a new order, one built not on control and containment, but on innovation, adaptation, and the unlimited potential of cooperative advancement. The most terrifying species in the galaxy had indeed changed everything, just not in the way anyone had expected.